Hey guys, what's up? It's D Murph, and tonight we are cooking a top sirloin steak. So what do you need to know about this before we begin? The top sirloin is a very lean cut. It's very popular too. You can get it in pretty much any restaurant. The only steak that's more lean than a top sirloin is going to be your filet. And normally I cook ribeyes and New York strips. I get really good deals on them, and I tend to lean towards those because they have a little more marbling and a little more of that fatty flavor. But tonight I want to try something different. I want to get into a top sirloin. It's very popular. Everybody knows about it. So we're going to do a few things with it. Basic ingredients, your salt, your pepper, your olive oil. But I am going to be adding a tenderizer because the top sirloin has less marbling throughout. It's a little bit tougher to chew. All right, let's get right into it. Oh, and here we are. These are our cuts. This is what we're going to be enjoying tonight. So each of these is probably about 3/4 of a pound. But as you look at it, as we inspect the steak, you can see there's not much marbling at all. These are USDA Choice, so if you get a prime, you'll probably get a little more marbling. And sometimes there's a little bit of fat on the side. This one has it. And of course, parsley for YouTube aesthetics. And like I said, we're just going to be putting some salt. This is kosher salt, pepper. And then I picked up some tenderizer from the store. This has a little bit of a salt flavoring, so I'm going to go a little bit lighter on the salt than I normally do. And then of course we're going to start out with some olive oil to coat our steaks and so all the seasonings stick. And when you use a tenderizer, you want to wait about 30 minutes before putting these bad boys on the grill or in the oven. To start with, we just get a nice coating of olive oil. This helps with cooking, and then also helps for the seasoning to stay on the steak. And there is like a regular sirloin and then a top sirloin. If you get a top sirloin, you're going to get a little more tender of a slice of beef. So if you can get that at the store, definitely recommend going with top sirloin. There we go. Now that we have a nice coating, we hit it up with some salt. There we go. I'm going to go a little bit lighter because, like I said, that tenderizer, that has a salty flavor as well. I'm going to go ahead and put on some tenderizer, give it a good coating. What this is going to do is it's going to break down the meat and make it taste much more juicy, much more tender to the bite. Normally I don't use this, but with a sirloin, it's a little bit tougher, so we're going to give that a try. And then you just finish it off with a little bit of fresh ground pepper. Now I put it in my bowl because that makes it a lot easier on YouTube. And I see some people, they just touch the steak and grab their pepper grinder and grab all their seasonings and everything. And not a problem with that. It just makes me a little uneasy to be touching the steak and then, you know, things I'll be using. Just don't want to spread around that raw steakness. Beautimous. We got a nice layer here. I'm just going to add a little more pepper. I love pepper. Pepper is dabomb.com. There we go. And then you just flip and repeat. Salt, tenderizer, and pepper. And there we go. This steak is ready. So I'm gonna let it sit for 30 minutes, let the tenderizer work it over. That will really help make every bite juicy and more tender. And then we're gonna put this on the grill. And tonight I'm gonna be serving these steaks with a smothered onion mushroom topping. So I'm just going to be giving them a light garlic butter topping, not my usual wonderful rosemary garlic topping. So I have my grill really hot. I'm going to bring it down to 450 while I'm cooking the steaks, but I like to hit them with some pretty intense heat right off the bat. Now I leave my steaks in the fridge right up until it's time to grill because I like to do 5 minutes on one side, 5 minutes on another side, and that gives me like a really good medium rare to medium. So now I'm going for medium, so we might have to cook them a little bit longer. But they're only an inch thick, so I'm thinking 5 minutes should be good. There we go. These bad boys on the grill. Oh, yum. Man, that looks so good. Excited to try some of these. There we go. All right, so we just shut it, leave them there for 5 minutes. Make sure it's staying about 450. It's still a little hot, so I'm gonna let some heat out. It's on like 550 right now. Beautiful. All right, 5 minutes, and we'll flip. All right, that's the timer. So guys, that actually was 6 minutes. I took a look at them, and it looks like to get to medium, we'll probably need 6 minutes on these steaks. Made that executive decision. Give these a nice flip. It's okay to push them down into that grill a little bit. And we'll check back in 6 minutes. There's 6 minutes. All right. So that's a total of 12 minutes. Let's check these steaks out. I always give them a little push to see where they're at. It's feeling like a medium. I think we did good here. This one feels a little more closer to medium rare, the biggest one, but the others are nice and feeling like a medium. All right, take these off and get them inside to enjoy. The Leaning Tower of Steak. Ha ha ha. All right, we got these sirloins inside, so I'm just going to put a little light brushing of garlic butter on here, and this is just 2 tablespoons of butter with a teaspoon of garlic powder. And this will give it a little bit of a nice flavoring. There we go. And so you let your steak rest for about 10 minutes, and I like to put some tinfoil over to keep them nice and warm. All right, guys, we have the steaks plated, and a special surprise for you. Pre sister is here visiting, so she will also give you the unbiased steak opinion. All right, ladies, you may taste your steaks.
All right. Looks like mine is medium, just the way I like it.
Oh, the moment of truth.
So juicy. First of all, such good flavor. And it's tender, just the way I like my steak. And it's really, really good. I mean, so yummy. I'm not sharing this with anyone.
Definitely has a lot of flavor. I love it.
Well, thank you, ladies. I appreciate that honest, unbiased review, and enjoy your steaks.
Thank you.
I hope you guys liked that video. Those steaks turned out really great. I loved it. Now, with that tenderizer, it was a little bit salty, so just be sure to keep that in mind when you're making this recipe. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. If you guys like what you saw, give it a thumbs up. Any questions about the recipe or the steaks, comment down below. And of course, subscribe to Danny and Pre for more great steak and food videos. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.